Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim, and I just watched a movie on Tubi. It's a 79-minute film from 2022. It's called The Cult of Humpty Dumpty, but it's better known as The Curse of Humpty Dumpty Part 2. This would be the follow-up to the first Humpty Dumpty movie, which I will not probably see because of my reaction to this movie. So this may be a little spoilerish because it's a pretty basic movie, a very basic movie. So it's hard to do a reaction review without being somewhat spoilerish because it's very basic movie. It does star, the only star that I'm really probably going to mention is May Kelly, who has been in several things that I've been reviewing lately, and I don't know, I'm kind of taken by her. She's going to be in the upcoming Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. But during the Christmas season, I did a review for Nutcracker Massacre and The Killing Tree, and she was in both of those. And I don't think she's necessarily like the best actress, and I just don't know what it is about her, but I like her. I don't know if it's because she looks like Lindsay Lohan, or she's just got I don't know, something. Or because she's in such bad movies that she becomes like the highlight of the movies. So The Cult of Humpty Dumpty, aka The Curse of Humpty Dumpty 2, revolves around, let's do the official, a group of troubled teen girls and their teacher must fight for survival after discovering a cult has brought Humpty Dumpty, a killer doll, back to life and set loose on the camp where they are staying. So there's 5 girls and their teacher, and they go to this camp to save the world. The camp is being run by Green Cleanse Community, and we meet Steve, who is kind of like the hippie that's running this, and seems to have had a previous relationship with the teacher or some sort of whatever. And the girls are there to help clean up the camp and to save the universe. There's a lot of distracting outdoorsy noises like birds chirping and crickets and things like that. So every time there's an outdoor scene, there is a ridiculously loud amount of outdoor noise, but not wind or anything like that. So it leads me to believe that it was like an added soundtrack to create this woodsy camp feel. They probably didn't need to do that. It probably was extra work that they did. And it really was distracting because it's so noticeably loud that it wouldn't be realistic. Like if it was as loud as it was for me watching it, the people that are talking to each other would be just like, man, why are these birds so loud? And it's unfortunate that the movie's bad anyways, but when you get distracted by things like that, it makes the movie experience even worse, and it makes it harder to see the movie to the end. So the girls get picked off, one by one, as you can already expect. Steve is obviously up to no good. We have some other characters in the background. We do meet Cody, and then there's these other cult members that we don't meet until the end. The character Steve has probably the most notable lines that are kind of funny. At one point he says, the more you excrete, the more you complete. And he's talking about using, your bowel movements as fertilizer type of a thing. So yeah, I'm not going to go, because the story is so basic, I can't really say like who gets picked off and who's the final girl, because I don't. In case you do want to see this or complete your experience because you already watched the first Humpty Dumpty. Since I didn't see the first Humpty Dumpty, when the character is introduced, I was really surprised how bad it looked. Like it's really, it's described in that synopsis as a killer doll, but it's so obviously a person wearing like a latex rubber mask. They didn't even do any effort to make it seamless. Like it's just hanging off the neck like you would take a Halloween mask off the shelf and put it over your face. Kind of like Michael Myers. So, like, if we're to believe this is a doll, it wouldn't be a mask. It would be like the face. You could have tucked it into the outfit maybe to make it not so noticeably a latex mask. The mask does change when Humpty Dumpty is doing his business. It's an okay look, but his method of killing is to eat, and he's not even the one doing the killing, but he's eating the victims. But because it's a mask, it's a exaggerated movement of the heads to imply that there's chewing going on. I found that also to be a little distracting. The music was not good through this movie either. I was really disappointed with the cult as well. The cult at the end was very small cult. Just a couple of people, and they were wearing, the only way you knew they were cult is because of the store-bought plasticky capes with a hood that were like child size, but these adults were trying to wear them, so you couldn't get a full wraparound with your cape, and you couldn't get the full coverage of a hood to create kind of like a cult. So it looked like these adults wearing kids Halloween, cheap Spirit Halloween plasticky kind of capes, or satiny kind of capes. So very uneventful. I just, it looks like I just stopped writing notes. Like I just got to the point where it was just not working for me. There is a final girl, so like there is a conclusion, so to speak, but that's not to say that there couldn't be a Humpty Dumpty Part 3. I will, I can't say much more other than I really look forward to May Kelly in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and hopefully that one's going to be her big movie. That's going to be her breakout role. But that's going to do it for this Tubi movie. You can find it on Tubi. I'm sure it's in other streaming platforms as well, but Tubi's the place to go. So let me know if you've seen the first Humpty Dumpty or this Humpty Dumpty, or if you didn't even know there was Humpty Dumpty horror movies out there. And hit the like button and please subscribe. That would be great. Have a great day.
So have your dream. Go on and sing your song. There's nothing wrong with singing out of tune. If people laugh and say your dream can never be, just think of me.